Folks, so Ryan here coming to you with a brand new video. And as you know, tonight, as you can see in my title, Change Your Belief System, Change Your Life. So, belief system, yes. And this is how you actually start making the shifts. When you no longer believe the things that people told us, that they told us, other people, whether it be in your childhood or later on in life, and they convince you that this is how things work. One of them here recently, which I have been working on, because you have to work on your belief system. I've been working on one of them here recently, and that is life is hard. Who came up with this? That life is hard. Not me and you. Somebody else. Somebody told us that life is hard. Maybe that's true. But is it true? Is it true for everybody? Is it true all the time? Is it true in all places? Probably not. So who is life really hard for? Certain people, certain groups. But we are being told that life is hard. Why can't life be easy, fun, joyful, playful? Why can't life be like that? Why life has to be hard? It's a program that was downloaded into us. Because you need to understand that human beings are biocomputers. For every computer, every software, you need a programmer. Yep, life is great. Exactly, Christy. Right? So for every computer, you need a programmer. We human beings are biocomputers. So for the first 7 years, nature made it to where we are programmable. The first 7 years. That's the reason why your conscious mind did not develop until after age 7 or around age 7. That's when your conscious mind develops. Your subconscious mind has been there for a long time, since eternity. You were born, came out into the world with your subconscious mind. And that is where the programming takes place, because it was easy for your parents to program you. It would have been very difficult if they did not have, hi, Toquito. It would be very hard for your parents to program you. If don't forget, folks, while you're here, to like and subscribe, appreciate y'all. It would be hard for your parents to program you if your subconscious mind what came into being. I'm sorry, if your conscious mind came into being. It will be very hard for your parents to program you. So nature knows how to work best. It gives 7 years to whoever is programming you. They have 7 years to make your life wonderful, fantastic, or it can make your life a living hell based off of the program that was downloaded into you. Right? Most of our parents didn't understand that part. They just don't. And that's the reason why we see so many people are suffering and struggling today. And they blame everything. They blame the economy. They blame this person. They blame that person. You know, hey, Zach, appreciate you, man. I'm doing good. How are you doing? Right? So this was part of the problem for a very long time. I think they kind of understand it a little bit, the programming, but they didn't understand it fully to take I That's what nature allows, because after age 7 or around age 7, your conscious mind start to develop. And then you have to get through your conscious mind to get into your subconscious mind. So this is science. That the scientist knows this, and you can even go way back, even before science. There were a group of people called the Jesuits. These were some religious order people, and they said, "Give me a child until age 7, and I will show you the man." They understood that 7 years was the programmable period. That's the period when you can program the kid. So they understood that even before all this science now. But now you can listen to Dr. Bruce Lipton. He was a cell biologist, and he used to teach at the University of Wisconsin. So I said you can go study Dr. Bruce Lipton. He was a cell biologist. He used to teach at the University of Wisconsin. You can go look him up. And he figured out that your environment is what's determined your genetic activities, because he was testing the cells that all came from the same place. So he would put them in these petri dish, and he would put them in different environments, and he realized that the cell all came from the same place, but some will become bone cells, muscle cells, fat cells. So epigenetics, yes. So he studied that, and he figured that out. Long before the new science called epigenetics. So he figured this like 20 years before, right? So this has been known by the religious people for a long time, and that's the reason why they will bring these kids into their organization and program them to be whatever they want them to be, right? So this is known, and scientists, I've been talking about this more so about this now lately here. So so there you go. If you're looking for an answer, that's your answer right there. So we human beings are biocomputers, and we are programmable. Like I forgot how many stories they said you would have to have a building so high, how many stories, in order to store the power that's in our mind, in our brain. Because more so now, it's more explored now, but back in the day, it was one of the least explored things on this planet here, was our brains, our minds. Now it's more explored now, so they are learning more and more about our brain, our minds, and how powerful we are now these days. Just in case, so if I answer any of your questions, hopefully I did my best to from my understanding of what's really going on here, right? Oh geez, because you kind of took me off of track about what I was talking about there. No, I was talking about programming. And oh yes, I was talking about our belief system. Our belief system, we got our beliefs from our programs, because somebody is always trying to get you to do things that they want you to do. And in order for them to do that, they have to convince you, change your beliefs, right? Change your beliefs. So have you ever talked to somebody who is convinced, like a Christian person, right? And these people are convinced that there is a man that lives in the sky. They have never seen this man before, but these people are convinced. Why are they so convinced? Not that they know, not that they know that this man actually exists. They don't know. But you know what? They believe this man exists. This long, blonde hair, blue eye man lives in the sky somewhere. These people believe this stuff. What's the problem with that? They don't know for sure if it's true, but they believe it's true, and they are convinced that it is true. Tell them that this man does not exist and see the pushback that you get. You got to understand beliefs. You're asking a whole bunch of questions here. It was painted by a gentleman, really great man. I have met him. I know him. Christy can give you the name. I think if you Christy can give you the name. You say something like, what do I do for work? I work at a hotel right now. For now, temporary. Yeah. So hopefully I understand your question. Um, yeah. So yeah, we were talking about the belief system. I work at a hotel. I work at a hotel. That's it. Come on. What's your name? Yeah, whatever your name is. Come on. You think I'm gonna yell out where I work here? Are you kidding me? You know better than that, right? Uh, if I was working at McDonald's now, then I probably could say McDonald, and it'll be fine. Okay, you probably could find me there. Uh, USA, USA, USA. I'm in the USA. Chill out, dude. Chill out, man. Are you a freaking police officer? Calm down, dog. Come on. I'm in the USA. That's all you need to know. Damn, bro, you are just acting freaking Snoopy and sneaky. I'm not okay with that, man. Uh, so we're talking about changing the belief system, our belief system, the what we believe about ourselves. Okay, whatever, dude. Whatever, dude. Whatever, whatever, bro. Whatever. Lynn, how are you? Appreciate it. Good to see you back. This guy here was just being very different. I am doing good, Lynn. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. Thank you for being back. Thank y'all. Yeah. So we were talking about changing the belief system. What you believe about yourself, that's what you're gonna get. That's what you are going to get out there. You can't rise any higher than your belief system. You know. No, I don't think you were being different at all. I think you weren't trying to you weren't open to any other perspective at all. I think that's what you weren't open to other ideas, other way of thinking, other way of seeing things. I think that's what was going on. I don't believe you were just being different. I don't think that's what being different looks like. You know what I mean? Because you could have at least be a little bit more open minded to what I was trying to say. All right. Yeah, you could have at least be a little bit more open minded. I know you could, but you didn't want to. I'm not forcing you to do anything at all. It's just that being a bit more open minded. Okay, but you didn't come off like that though, man. Come on now, because you're saying that the preaching is lame. I don't think I was preaching. I think I was trying to make sense, or trying to present things in a way that is, that you don't hear on a regular basis. You know what I mean? Okay, thank you very much for saying all these things now. Jesus Christ, man. You make it so difficult. Come on. Cause like I thought you were interested in what I was saying at first. That's why I want to explain this thing here. Right? So now you are finally saying things that is facts, what you are saying there. And yeah. So And I appreciate it. Thank you very much. And I don't even know your name because that doesn't look like a goddamn wow such photo. I'm not even sure what the heck wow such photo. Okay. But anyways, we are talking about okay. I'm from the Caribbean, and I decided to come to the States because I want to be here. I want to be a part of the American, culture, and I hope to make a difference in other people's lives. I hope to help other people to get fit, stay fit, get in shape, stay in shape, change their subconscious programs, reprogram their self, change their beliefs, and become better people. And also go out into the world and make a difference, add value to other people's lives and help other people to know that they can become important and become better than how they are today. Hopefully, yep, because they built those hotels on the beach. Those hotels should not have been there. And all this sewer and all that stuff that goes down there, it goes out into the reef. Some way, somehow, it makes its way out there and it's killing off the corals. So those hotels should not have been there. But that is what money does. Capitalism does that. Well, it's not just tourism, it's capitalism also. Tourists could go to those places and they could find a way how to absorb them into the country. But you have a whole bunch of big buildings with people living in there, or not living there, but people renting them out for vacation, whatever you want to call that, rent out, lease out, I don't know, live in there, whatever. So that's what you got. It's killing off the corals. The reefs used to be beautiful when I was there. And yeah, I'm from Jamaica. Yeah. So yeah, there you go. That's what is happening to, and this has been going on for a long time now too. The coral reefs has been dying for a long time. Yep, I'm from Jamaica. Yeah, so the coral reefs has been dying for years now. This has been going on. Yeah, yeah, man. And I'm thinking to myself like, you guys are going to destroy the place because of money, but yeah, you see, people need jobs because you see, if those hotels go away, what's gonna happen? You might have people cannot find food to eat now. What's gonna happen now? Yeah, yep. Some of them is still there. Some of them, yes, that storm knocked out all the lights, everything. Yep. So some of my family is there, and some are here in the States. A good portion of my family are in the States as well. Uh, so it is absolutely crazy, crazy as hell. You know. Yeah. So these people are, human beings. We know how to destroy things. We got really good at destroying things. Yeah, they will. I believe they will. Believe me. And especially right now, I hear them. I hear the prime minister said something the other day because Donald Trump was like, I am not going to, give you guys visas, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And I'm not going to give you guys your green card, whatever the heck. And the prime minister said something for the first time. I'm glad he was like, this is the reason why we need to build up the country. And it's true. Build up a country so your citizens doesn't have to leave. Be like Japan. The Japanese is just one country where their people does not migrate. They stay there and build their own country, right? And that's what I hope to see the Caribbean on a whole. We just don't do that. Black people, we were given a beautiful, we were given these beautiful islands, and we have never known how to take care of those islands. One of the reasons for that is the system that was created, right? The system that was created. Exactly. He did. Bob Marley understood that. So the system that was created by Europeans. So black people are not trained. Black people are not trained to operate the system that what it's called what? Democracy, capitalism, all that stuff. It's not natural. It's not normal. It's not something that black people are used to up until this day. So the system was monked. Yep. Babylon. Yeah. So the system wasn't built for us to manage. We can't manage that system at all. And that's the reason why so many black countries are failing. Yep, it is the matrix. Joshua, how are you doing, brother? Good to see you, man. Yeah, so the system was not built for well, right now I think black people on a whole is on the blue pill. No. I wish they were black pill. They would have been way better right now. But I think they are blue pill. Believe me, I personally believe that. That's just my belief. So the system was not built for black people to manage. And that's the reason why all these black countries are poor. Yeah. So that's why all these black countries, if you look, every single black country is poor. Yeah. All poor. All poor. Thank you very much. So yeah. Yeah. So these are some of the things. Um, yep. And that's what happened. So that was my point earlier on. Once you change your belief system, you start to see the world differently. Right? Yes, I like guns. And the guns are there to protect ourselves. So I am pro First Amendment. I am pro First and Second Amendment. So yes. Yep, I am pro First and Second Amendment. Yes. Both freedom of speech, and then the gun is to enforce the freedom of speech. That's just my belief. No, they don't bother me at all. They are here in town, but they don't bother me. Yeah, yeah, they don't bother me at all. They are in town. They are all over town here, but they don't bother me at all. They just leave me alone. They see me up and down this place here. They just leave me alone. Yeah, yeah. So first, freedom of speech, and then second, the right to defend the freedom of speech is that you are armed to the teeth. That's it. But that's going away now, so we'll see how long that's gonna last for. Uh, yeah, we will see how long we're gonna have that right to bear arms and the right to freedom of speech. Because right now, we the people, the people, the people are very different, very interesting, very nice in a lot of ways. The little area where I grew up into, I know everybody, so I say hi to pretty much everybody I see. It's not as bad where I live here because I can do the same thing to say hi to people here too. is polite, is manageable to do so, and I used to say hi to every single body who I walked past, and it was just something that I do of my whole life. You know? Mhm. Oh man, we used to walk barefooted. We used to go have to go. You know, we not have to, but we go down to the rivers. We use our hands to catch the crawfish, and then we'll go over to into the fields and we will dig yam. We'll go fish with our bamboo, a hook, line and hook, and then we would go, catch fish, and then we will, and yeah, it was I got used to the cold. In the beginning, no. After a while, yeah, I got used to the cold because I'm in the southwest here where it's a little bit colder. But yeah, but it was interesting. Growing up was interesting. And we used to walk. We walked for miles and miles and miles and miles. And um, yeah, yeah. Uh, yep, I live in the cold now. But it's not as cold this winter. So and we are like complaining about it because we need more snow. I haven't been back since 20 years now. I've been back. So I see I will see some clips, videos here and there. Yep, it's different now. Far different. When I go on Google and I was Googling Earth images to look at certain places, the little town where I'm from, close to the little town, that little town is so different now. It's crazy. I'm like, whoa, this little town has been built up. It's different now, you know? Oh man, Hawaii too. Because you see, Hawaii and Jamaica, we have similar climate. We have similar fruit trees. We have similar fishing environment. Yeah, and Hawaii could actually plant their own food. They could grow their own food, but for some strange reason, they have to import food from mainland. Same thing for Jamaica. We could grow our own food, but we are importing food from the states. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me because we have great soil. Hawaii is like that too. They have good soil up there too. Yeah, yeah. Hawaii has good soil up there too. They could grow their own food, and that should be easy for them to do. But they have to import food from. Yeah, of course, me too. But of course, I would like to, grow my own food as well, and that would be the ideal. But where we are over here, bye bye. So where we are over here, we could grow food too, but it will take a special type of, agricultural, craftsmanship to grow food here. Yeah. Oh man, yep. Yep. So yeah, it's gonna take something different. And Hawaii is one of the places I wanna go visit Hawaii, go check it out because it's an island, and it's we and them have similar type of weather and all that. Exactly. Blessings, Manny. We'll catch up with you soon. Appreciate you. Thank you for stopping by. Don't forget to like and subscribe, folks. Bro, I am coming up there. Guess what? I saw this half marathon that they because I'm a runner. I just finished up a 32 mile here Thank you very much, Manny. I just finished up a 32-mile run here recently, but they have this half marathon in Hawaii. I want to come up there to run it. So I would love to be in Hawaii running some races up there. Yeah. Yep, exactly, exactly. So I'm getting better at it, and yeah, for sure, I want to come up there and come do some running in Hawaii, man. We are doing it down here. We are doing it down here on the mainland. Oh, they have a marathon up there. Ironman is on. Jeez, Ironman. Do we have to qualify for Ironman? I think you have to qualify for Ironman. I don't know if I can. Man. Mm. Yeah, I don't know, man. Yeah, but I would love to come up there to come do some running up there because I'm a runner and I would love to come run in Hawaii. Run by the freaking beach or close to the ocean or something like that. I know that would be nice. Oh, dude, are you talking about roast breadfruit? Because I'm from Jamaica. Roast breadfruit is a big deal there, man. Oh, some roast breadfruit with some ackee and some saltfish. Good stuff, brother. I'm telling you, man. I miss home for that type of stuff. Uh, yep. Let's go. Let's go, man. Like, yeah, for real. Like, I grew up on the island. These are things that I experienced. It's not here. Well, if you go to the East Coast or Florida, you most likely you will get some of that Caribbean type of vibe. But for the most part, no, it's just not here on the mainland. I'm in the Southwest. It's just not gonna happen here in the Southwest. Uh, so you are in. Yep, yep. I know. When I was living in California, when I was living in California, I used to go to the beach down there in like Santa Cruz and those places and San Francisco because they have the beaches in those places. But the water was so cold. It's nothing like the island. Yeah, the island water is not as cold. It's a bit more warmer, and it's just easy to swim in there. And sometimes the sea are like almost hot sometimes. Just how hot, that's how warm things get on the island sometimes. And it's beautiful. We love it. Change your skin color. If you are dark, it makes you way more darker. Uh, yeah, it's freezing out there in Santa Cruz. Well, that was the reason why I came. I wanted to work, not just work, but I wanted to make something of myself. Because you can go to work and work all day long, but if you're not making something of yourself, then in the long run, it sucks. Because you don't want to be 65 years old still working at McDonald's. You know what I mean? It's just not cool. It's not sexy. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Yes, it was. Because at the time, I needed to do something with my life. I was young, I was a young man. And I was searching for something. And here is where I found it because knowledge was what I was really looking for. I was looking to educate myself, become knowledgeable. I did that to a large degree. Still doing it because, I am just one of those people who I go around and I look for education. I look for knowledge. I hunt down knowledge. Any knowledge is which is going to make me better, I will consume it and absorb it. So that was something that I did for a long time. Opportunity. Well, at least that's what they told me, that the opportunity is here and it wasn't there. I didn't see it there. It was there, but I didn't understand it. Uh, yes, they do. But at the time, it's not like now. Now you have the internet now. It's different now. If I have this information and this knowledge now, and I was that young that then, you know, if I have this information, right, I, I, I strongly believe that. I strongly believe that it's a trick to get the people from off of the island. It's a trick, and I think they did that intentionally, purposefully. The island is way too beautiful because a lot of times I think about it. Many times I think about it. And I said to myself, my island is far more decent. The States is huge. You can go from one place to the next. On the island, but yeah. So I thought about it. Yeah, in Hawaii, you guys don't leave Hawaii. You guys don't live there. At least the people who I follow from Hawaii, especially, and I have never heard any of them say they want to move to the mainland. Most Hawaiians don't say that. Oh, I want to go to, the lower 48 states. No, they don't say that at all. I want to go to Alaska. They don't say that, you know. They should be. But like I said, the system that was built in was a European system. A European system is being managed by people of African descent. It is a real problem until they learn how to deal with the system or just create a new system, in my opinion. If, the president of the United States don't come kidnap you and your wife and take you away and put you in prison, but up until then, interesting. I didn't know that. Well, that's kind of like here too. That's kind of like here. I'm not too far away from you at all because that's what happens. That's what they do because you see, they call Jamaica and Hawaii paradise. That's what they call these places, paradise. Why would they call them that? It's actually paradise, it's true, but it's not paradise for the local people. It's just not, you know? So, I did not know that so many freaking Hawaiians are moving to Las Vegas. Hey, Zach. Hey, I am gonna take you up on that. I want to come visit. I'm gonna take you up on that, Zach. I remember we were talking about that. I'm gonna take you up on that because I need to come check out, in Japan. So you see, the Japanese people don't leave Japan. They stay there in Japan. Oh yes, we have a few of them who live here in America and so forth. But for the most part, Japanese I think are the least people to migrate. Not many Japanese are scattered all over the world. Not many. I think the majority of Japanese, they are here in America. Yeah, I remember. Trust me, I remember. I'm gonna take you up on it. I'm gonna take you up on your offer. Yeah. Yep. We gotta break out of Babylon. Yeah. So yeah, it's a fascinating. People from the islands. We do understand this, man. We are islanders. And that is, at one point, I was so serious about growing my own food. I don't have the land right now, but I'm thinking about it. Yep, exactly. Hey, Zach, you know what I see the Chinese doing right now? The Chinese people, they are taking vacation. You know where? In China. They are not leaving China. These young people are taking vacation. They are going out to the whatever Yuan desert, wherever those desert is. These people are going out there and they are staying in China. They are taking vacation in China right now. All the money that they have, the money is being spent back in China. Isn't that wonderful? You know? Yeah. But I am going to leave it here, folks. This was a pleasure. Yes, it's about land. And when you look at when the Europeans came here to America, um, when you look at how when the Europeans came here to America, one thing that they were doing at a rapid rate, they were taking land. They were just taking up a lot of the land. Even all these treaties that they signed and everything else, they were like, oh, screw the treaties. We're going to take this land anyways. With treaty or non-treaty, we're going to take the land. That is how you become powerful, by owning land. You know? Exactly. Exactly. That's what I said too. Yeah? Exactly. I said the same thing too. Because we believe that the Chinese are just so evil. And I'm like, not really, you know? We have a similar system to their system here. It's just that their system is better than our system, if you ask me. That's what I would say. They make it easier and cheaper to live for their people. Here, they make it expensive and hard to live here in the States. That's just what I'm saying. Okay? And I might get pushback for this from the capitalist, ridiculous capitalist people. For that's what they are. Absolutely crazy how crazy these people are. Mm. Yep, they are. They are. Even some of the biggest names that you can find in the media. You know, this guy, his name is his name is Alex Jones, a China hawk. This guy, oh, I hate Xi Jinping. I hate the Chinese Communist Party. I'm like, have you seen have you seen the Chinese go to any country, drop bombs on them, kill their presidents, change their governments, change their regimes, cause millions of people to be displaced? Only in the capitalist country you see the capitalist regimes do this type of stuff. You don't see anybody else does that. And you are blaming the Chinese, you know? So the Chinese are bad, but the fascist capitalists are good. I think they both should work together. That's what I think. And then we see what we can achieve by them working together. Doesn't make any sense to me. And you know the reason? That's it. That's the only base they have in the world. And that is to chase the pirates away who wants to take over their take their ships and get ransoms. That's the only thing. And over here, how many bases does the madman in Washington D.C. have? Over 800 bases all over the world. You know what I mean? Exactly. And it's interesting to see all these people who are behind imperialism and the empire. People who I thought at once who were smart people. And I begin to look, I'm like, no, you are dumb and you are stupid. If you sign on with this imperialistic fascist capitalist regime here. If you sign on to this, I'm sorry, man, I can't go along with you anymore. Yeah. Uh, so these are the people who are running the show right now, and they are extremely violent. These are some of the most violent people I have ever seen, I have ever set eyes on. When I start to read the history, even Hawaii, the history of Hawaii, when the Queen lady and she was like, I don't think this is a good deal, and she was about to do something about, because they tricked her. They sent her to somewhere else and tell her that to go to this place, and then they sent a deal with her brother, whatever the hell they did there, to take over the island, and they tricked them. They tricked the Hawaiians, and then they used force. So up until this day, Hawaii was forced into the Union. Not that they want to be Americans; they want to be Hawaiians. Until this day, you will still hear them say, "We are Hawaiians." Aloha, brother. Talk to you soon. Take care. You have a good night, and I am going to sign off too as well. Bye bye. Peace and blessings from the kind, abundant, infinite universe. Take care. Bye bye. Good night.